Hi Scorpio, welcome to the December mid-monthly readings, horoscopes and taroscopes. I hope you're doing really well. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever it is that you're celebrating. Have quite a festive backdrop here to get us started, and this reading is going to be primarily focused on the new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn, which is occurring on the 25th, 26th of December, depending on where you are in the world. It is incredibly beautiful, the aspects that are going on at the time. It is in harmony with Jupiter. It's a tight conjunction between both the sun and the moon, which is pretty impressive, but both the sun and the moon are also trining Uranus. Now for you guys, that is lighting up your 3rd house and your 7th house. So your communication, your writing, your blogging, your journaling, your media, your sales, your way with words, all of it is getting lit up in particular, but so is your partnership sector. So if you're going into business, particularly if it's to do with journalism or book deals or anything like that, beautiful month that follows this new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn. But it's also a time of making things more serious, I suppose, romantically, because with the harmonious aspects to Jupiter, and Uranus, you're going to find that it's a lot easier when it comes to love to express your feelings and to have your say, have your voice. A lot of the sky has been challenging Scorpios over the last few years to find their voice, to be able to say what it is they want to say. With Saturn and Pluto being there, a lot of Scorpios have fallen victim to gaslighting, and it may be that in December, you really understand the power of your own voice, and for those of you that need to get it back, you get it back. And I don't mean that in the sense that you yell at people. Mars is in your sign. It can make you very forthright. It could also make you quite jealous and suspicious. Be kind with what it is that you want to say, because true power does not speak from a place of anger or hastiness. True power comes from being self-confident, aware, and kind, because people that are kind are always stronger than people that are not. And it's very important that you use your voice for good, because it has something to show you. 7 of Cups. So even if you feel a little bit confused at the minute, as Neptune has now gone direct in Pisces, even if you feel a little bit like with the Gemini full moon, you're feeling all these fears and suspicions that you don't know how to handle. Strength and the King of Swords. Feeling all these different emotions that you don't know how to handle. And part of you wants to be strong, part of you wants to be compassionate. You may have to be very compassionate with an air sign, an Aquarius, a Libra, Gemini. You may have to be very supportive of them. You may have to be very gentle, because they seem quite in need of your vulnerable side. And your vulnerable side in the Strength card is always doing things with love rather than the ferociousness of a lion. You know what I mean? So no matter how uncertain you are about something or someone, make sure to stay kind, stay patient, and stay grounded with this situation. Okay, Scorpio? Venus is also in Aquarius. And that's not a bad thing. That is putting a lot of your tenderness and your money into your family, into your home. It's perfect for the holiday season, to be honest. 8 of Swords. Okay. So, remember what we said about finding our voice. You're feeling very restricted by fear. You're feeling very challenged emotionally. You're feeling very overwhelmed by that full moon in Gemini that is bringing out so much of your internal dialogue with yourself, so much of your shadow side, so much of your darker side. But with the 6 of Pentacles, you must realize that other people want to support you, other people want to give to you. You are not an island. 9 of Cups. And when you realize that, Scorpio, is when things start to progress, things start to come true, things start to show you the gifts that you have, the gifts that you're receiving. 9 of Cups is all about wishes coming true. But it requires a sense of gratitude and a sense of manifestation belief. Queen of Wands is very much to do with your beliefs. Manifestations coming true. things things being just right. Temperance and the Ten of Cups. So as we exit Sagittarius season and move into Capricorn season, Scorpio, you are left with the Ten of Cups and Temperance. Healing, magic, wish fulfillment. And look at that underneath, Two of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups. So what do you need to know as we move up to a wonderful new moon solar eclipse? Nothing that anybody else is doing is relevant here. What's relevant, Scorpio, is that with the Strength card and the Seven of Cups, you are having issues and fears surrounding your own vulnerability, possibly your own strength. You are faced with a position or a person that is requiring you to look at what limiting beliefs and restrictions you have put upon yourself. Do you believe in equality? Do you believe things can be reciprocal? Do they have a transactional feel, or it feels as though you cannot have this Ten of Cups without being the one who supports somebody else and does all the work? No. But what it requires here, because as I said, there's nothing about this is telling me that anybody is worth being worried about. Because the Queen of Wands here and the Temperance card is saying that you have a lot of supportive people around you, and you have a lot of passions, and your dreams and your goals, Scorpio, will be very healing and rewarding for you. Your fire sign friends will be incredibly supportive and give you great advice as we move out of Sagittarius season into Capricorn season, because people see you to be this passionate person that enjoys the fun, enjoys the frivolities. If there is a party to attend, I say go. Queen of Wands and Temperance is very strong Sagittarius energy, leading you towards a Ten of Cups moment. Something that feels really, really, really good, but there's just one little thing that you want to change, seems to change. And it could be that a lot of Scorpios have found somebody that they care about more than they've cared about anybody before. Or they've met somebody and now all these wounds are being triggered. All these feelings of doubt, of insecurity, of confusion. The past castles in the sky that were easier to build are not so easy to build. But there's no tower here. But your imagination is getting the better of you for sure. Chiron working with Capricorn energy was never going to be easy, because it was always going to try and poke the bear in terms of your wounds. And if you're dealing with an air sign, they seem to have it all together, but they're vulnerable as well. And they are looking to you to be a strength of emotional support. If it's a fire sign, they just want things to be joyous. But certainly if you're dealing with either, I think the reciprocity is thoroughly there. Six of Pentacles. Your love interests at the end of December, Scorpio, there's a lot of reciprocity here. And there's a great potential for happiness. But for those of you that are going it alone, this happiness still exists. Because it's internal. And it's a very strong feeling that in 2020, this Ten of Cups is on the way to you. Because with Temperance here, I think it's something that a lot of Scorpios have been very patient and very excited for. And with the Six of Cups smack bang in the middle, I can't help but feel that there is this sense of, I look after you whenever you're down, and you look after me whenever I'm down. There is support, there is guidance. And for a lot of people, there's a very strong love. There's a conversation that goes from warm to hot. or it goes from like to love, or it goes from dating to official, or it goes from official to more official. But it does require you to be stronger and to tame those natural fears that Scorpios have that Mars is ramping up. Your jealousy, your suspicions, your confidence is really high one minute and really low the next. And you're learning about yourself and your nature, and you're seeing, yeah, I really, really am a Scorpio. And that's good. Ices, past life. Your situation involves past life memories. Ooh. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So the past is triggering you is what it's saying, but you have to feel like a goddess. Wear green. Wear the most beautiful garments you have, the nicest clothes you have. Mars in your sign should be treated as excitedly as Venus in your sign, except as I say, your darker nature can come up. And it's quite scary for you sometimes, I think, even though you're not scared of much. And Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Nothing more miraculous, I think, than the Ten of Cups. You know what I mean? Do not let your fears confuse you. Because the Eight of Swords followed by the Six of Pentacles means that when someone is giving you something worthwhile, you can't see it because you're so busy feeling the fear and feeling the restrictions and worrying about damage control and looking for things and suspecting things. And somebody else is trying very hard to be present for you and give you what it is that you need. This doesn't even have to be romantic for all of you. It can be a friend, it can be family. Somebody in your life is trying very hard to get you through your darker nature, and to an extent, I think they like your darker nature. Someone appreciates you fully. And maybe you need a good counselling session with someone that knows you best and knows your worth. Maybe. But this is how we wrap up the year. 10 of Cups. Feeling content, feeling loved, feeling inspired, feeling hopeful, feeling like you're happy. And somebody else is happy. And there is a Two of Cups moment that makes the past and the fears that you've dealt with before, your 10 of Swords moments, your 9 of Wands, your unnecessary defensiveness, the wheel is changing in your favor. Just let it change. Jupiter in Capricorn will be so good for you, and it will show you just how much power you have through your words, through your dialogue, and how words set you free. And with a solar eclipse new moon in Capricorn, Scorpio, do not be surprised if everybody suddenly wants to talk to you. There is an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, possibly even a Capricorn, that wants to talk to you a lot. There is a fire sign that also wants to talk to you a lot, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Particularly Sagittarius. Particularly Leo, actually. But regardless of the sign, Scorpio, there is a real sense here of a happily ever after. Just trust it more. Trust that you are guided in the right direction, that you're being given the things that you want. They may not seem right away to be everything you wanted, but by the end of December going into January, deep into January, you will know that something beautiful has come to fruition. And you're going to be very happy with it. As I say, that one cup that you're just waiting on to make this the real deal is coming. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Okay, Scorpio? That's pretty nice, I must say. 10 of Cups, there's not much arguing with that, is there? And the 2 of Cups underneath. I like it a lot. It's very loving, it's very supportive. It's very much a spread of following your dreams, of following your bliss, of following the things that will make you emotionally happy. And maybe even materially happy. It's funny for so much earth energy in the sky. And because another thing that I want to say about this is that the new moon, the aspects to Uranus, means to expect pleasant surprises in partnerships, in commitments, in what it is that you want the most, if you could only vocalize it. And I think for a lot of you, it's not money. I think if you need help with money, there is some sort of help there. But I honestly think for a lot of you, chasing your passions and chasing your dreams will improve that easily. But I think you guys want something deeper. I think Scorpio wants something that is that mind, body, soul connection. That 333 energy where you feel like you're supported, where you feel like your dreams, your mind, body, and spirit, everything's with you. 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. There's progression, and it takes you a bit of flicking back and forth to get it. You start at 7, you go to 8, you go back to 6, speed up to 9, and there's 10. And your major arcana are all about patience, Scorpio. Being calm, being reserved. I know that Mars in our sign is tough because it makes you feel like this sometimes. Excess energy can sometimes make you anxious. It can make you jealous. It can make you confused. It can make you fearful. Your own strength has always made you fearful, let's be honest. And rising from the ashes over and over and over is addictive. It's dramatic. And drama is addictive. But this doesn't have to be dramatic and addictive to feel better than anything else has before. The truth will set you free. And it's not because anybody's been lying to you, but it's because in your own mind, you have enslaved yourself to believing things can only be one way because you're fixed. And here is somebody who can show you the way it really should be. Might be here, might be anywhere, but they're going to show you the way it should be. I love you guys very, very much. I will see you in the new year. Take care, Scorpio. Bye.